Nations League quarterfinals. It's leg 2 from Estadio NemesioDiez in Toluca, Mexico. It's Mexico playing host to Honduras. I'm Josh Eastern. Thanks so much for being with us tonight. It is a big occasion tonight in Toluca. Mexico coming in a very similar situation as they did a year ago. After the first leg in the 2023 Nations League quarterfinals, it was Honduras that led by 2-0. But in the second leg at Estadio Azteca, just about a year to the day, Mexico came storming back and ended up getting a 2-0 result. It went to extra time, and then it was Mexico who won it in penalties 4-2. Mexico needed a goal 90+11 last year, and we'll see if they need something similar here tonight, because the situation is exactly the same. Mexico coming in to play tonight with a 2-0 aggregate disadvantage. It is Honduras that right now is out in front of Mexico after securing that 2-0 win in Honduras the other night at a raucous in San Pedro Sula. It was Luis Palma coming off the bench. Just 2 minutes after he came off the bench, he scored the first of his 2 goals, and Honduras was able to come away with the 2-0 win. Now, of course, that game did not come without controversy. Scenes at the end saw a bloody head to head coach Javier Aguirre for Mexico. Honduras has been reprimanded by Concacaf that the next game that they play in official competition will have to be behind closed doors. Both sides have come out and had comments against the actions that happened last Friday night, and hoping that they can put that scene behind them and focus on the game here tonight. It's not Mexico's normal home fields. Playing here in Toluca, just 66 kilometers away from Estadio Azteca in Mexico City. But it should be a raucous atmosphere tonight at Estadio NemesioDiez. It's a more intimate atmosphere, a smaller venue than the massive Estadio Azteca, but it does not diminish what sort of stage this game is all about. A spot in the Nations League semifinals in Inglewood, California on the line, and securing a spot in Gold Cup. Mexico has never missed the semifinals in Concacaf Nations League, and I don't think they want to start in 2025. A big night tonight in Toluca as Mexico and Honduras clash in this Concacaf Nations League quarterfinal second leg, with Honduras leading 2-0 on aggregate.
Damas y caballeros, les pedimos ponerse de pie para el himno nacional de Honduras, seguido del himno nacional de México.
What an atmosphere tonight in Toluca, Mexico, in Estadio NemesioDiez. It's the Concacaf Nations League quarterfinal, leg 2 between Mexico and Honduras. The two managers, Javier Aguirre and Reynaldo Rueda, coming together for a pregame handshake, and the final handshakes between the players as well. A look at tonight's starting lineups for Mexico. Javier Aguirre is not messing around. He makes 8 changes into the starting lineup from the 2-0 loss on Friday in Honduras. The only players who stay in the starting lineup, Edson Alvarez, Cesar Montes, and Raul Jimenez. It's the spine of the team that stays together. This also includes a change in goal, as Luis Malagon will make his 3rd appearance of 2024 for Mexico and moves the legend Memo Ochoa to the bench. It is a very young Mexico side that will take the field tonight. It also includes Alexis Gutierrez, the 23-year-old who will make his international debut. Our referees tonight, it's an all-Canadian crew led by experienced referee Drew Fisher. He will have the whistle in the middle. The two captains tonight, it's Daniel Maldonado for Honduras and Edson Alvarez for Mexico. In the VAR room tonight, it's an all-American crew, the assistant Chris Penso, and the VAR tonight is Edwin Jurasevich. For Reynaldo Rueda and Honduras, 3 changes into the starting lineup. One of those changes, Alexander Lopez, who came off injured in the first leg. He is out of the team tonight. So is Rigoberto Rivas. And moving to the bench is Jorge Benguche. Coming into the lineup, experienced midfielder Kervin Arriaga, Luis Palma, who scored a brace, and Justin Arboleda, who had the assist on one of the 2 Palma goals. It is Kervin Arriaga, who is leading those final words of encouragement tonight for Honduras. Honduras trying to hold on here on the road. If we are level after 90 minutes on aggregate, we will go to 30 minutes of extra time and then potentially on to penalties. Will it be deja vu like it was a year ago? It's already setting up very similarly to last year. Honduras hoping they can see this out. And a goal tonight would be absolutely crucial because it would force Mexico to score at least 4. Canada just about finishing off a win over Suriname tonight. 3-0 on the night, 4-0 on aggregate. It was the United States punching their ticket last night, along with Panama, as Panama took down Costa Rica. So there is 1 spot left in the Nations League semifinals in March in Los Angeles. But tonight here in Toluca, it's Honduras and Mexico, and we are underway from Toluca. It's a series that has been dominated by Mexico. Over the last 2 years, Honduras getting a win against El Tri. It'll be curious to see how Honduras approaches this. How defensive do they want to be? It's a Mexico side that is a younger side. It's a little bit more inexperienced than they were on Friday in that first leg, but still, they have a player like Edson Alvarez on the ball here. Raul Jimenez, who can score the goal. Cesar Montes, who is on that back line. There is plenty of talent on the field tonight for this Mexico side. And now they have to go out and finish a few of those chances. The chances were 10-10 in terms of shots on Friday night in San Pedro Sula. Mexico holding 62% of the ball. But 1 less shot on target for Mexico is 5-4 in favor of Honduras. There's Luis Palma to touch that one out of play. And it's a throw-in coming for Mexico here early on. Javier Aguirre saying, we need emotional and footballing balance. He says the team is determined to make it happen. He talked about the experience from last year, saying we've done it before. We can do it again here tonight. We'll have to. As Alvarez takes it from distance, off the crossbar and out of play. Well, that's the intent that Mexico is coming out with tonight. Another chance, Alexis Vega. Mexico right back into the attacking third and on the front foot to start. That'll at least get the crowd into this. They'll be in it all night long, urging this Mexico side on. Here's Gutierrez, the debutant tonight for Mexico. A 23-year-old who plays for Cruz Azul. And he's taken off the ball here early on by experienced international Davy Flores. He plays in Major League Soccer with Toronto FC. Romo wants it from distance. And Edric Mendjivar able to make an early save. And how about the early chance from Edson Alvarez stepping into this one. That ball just dipping. And how about Mendjivar? He did get fingertips onto it to touch it onto the crossbar. So already 2 saves tonight for Mendjivar. And that a massive fingertip onto the bar to keep Honduras at 2-0 on aggregate. And Renato Rueda, he says we must show character. We have the mental control we need if we want to win. But early on, it's Mexico on the front foot. Mendjivar is there to hold on to it. Rueda went on to say these are intense 180 minutes. And he says he likes the character of his team when competing at the highest level. He says that's decisive. He says, I tell the players to believe in them and convince themselves of what has already been earned. They did beat Mexico on Friday, which should give them a lot of confidence, but now coming on the road, a whole different animal. Here's Edson Alvarez, rolling it forward. Jimenez kind of caught in his feet. How to play another throw-in for Mexico. No surprise to see Mexico on the front foot early. A couple of shots and almost all of the possession. Arriaga coming in, a foul. Free kick on the way for El Tri. Trying to direct some traffic here and move those 2 Honduras players 10 yards back. Now it's played quickly. Davy Flores, the header down. Here's Edwin Rodriguez trying to turn the corner and progress. He was fouled. Free kick to Honduras. Another look at this opportunity for Mexico in the early going. Shot from distance. Couple of fingertips there. And Alvarez knows he was close. Palma trying to apply some pressure here, and Rodrigo Huescas, the 21-year-old who plays for Copenhagen in Denmark. Luis Malagón, his 3rd appearance of 2024, gets the start in goal tonight for Mexico. Started against the United States in that 2-0 win in October. The other friendly he played was back in September against Canada. Raúl Jimenez. Jimenez cross comes in for Romo. Romo able to keep possession, the cutback ball. And the shot is out of play. It was Jesus Gallardo making that back post run. Was hoping he would get possession. There was a deflection on that shot. And now it's a corner kick on the way for Alexis Vega and Mexico. An outswinging ball put right into the mixer. The header away, and a chance now for Honduras to play it upfield. Looking long over the top. Too much there. Looking for the run of Edwin Rodriguez. Carlos Rodriguez and Gallardo. Looks infield again. Vega lays it off. Romo. The ball out wide, off the mark. Throw in for Honduras. Mexico looking for that early goal to just apply even more pressure on Honduras tonight. If Honduras can get any goal in this game, it would force Mexico to score 4 goals at least to advance. Gallardo. Carlos Rodriguez again looking infield. Cesar Montes. Luis Romo again looking for width. Gutierrez. Now Jesus Orozco. Down the line. Gallardo looking infield. It's Vega. It's Vega! What a chance again for Mexico. Corner kick and another save from Edric Menjivar. Finding that little pocket of space. And another brilliant stop by the Honduran goalkeeper. Vega, the in-swinger, bouncing around and cleared away. Mexico able to keep it, trying to keep this intensity up. It's Alvarez. Alvarez asking for a deflection. It's another corner kick for Mexico. They are wasting no time from an attacking sense tonight. Again, it's put quickly back in play. It's Rodriguez, headed away by Arboleda. That's the center forward who is making a defensive play there in the back. Alvarez, but first a whistle and a free kick. This game starting very similarly to what we saw last year in the second leg, as you see another fantastic save from Menjivar. Mexico outshot Honduras in the second leg last year, 38-3, 11-2 in terms of shots on target. And might we be going down a very similar path here so far tonight. Alexis Vega is standing over this set piece now for El Tri. Four-man wall in front of Alexis Vega. Vega just over the bar. Tried to just get that down under the bar. So close from Vega. He's had a few good chances. Vega, who's playing in his home venue tonight. He plays for Toluca. The 33rd cap for Alexis Vega. He has scored 6 goals in his Mexico national team career. The only player, one of 2 players, along with Jesus Gallardo, are playing in their club home venue tonight for Toluca. Huescas moves it ahead. Gutierrez turns it back. Alvarez delivers the header away. Gallardo comes to collect, and Mexico will keep possession. Henry Martin also available off the bench tonight for Mexico. He was not part of the squad that made the trip to Honduras on Friday night. extra attacking reinforcements should Aggregate need them as the night goes on. Sliding it forward, quick passing, Vega's in behind, Vega's cross! Cleared away as far as Alvarez. That looked to come off his hand as it ends up in the hands of Mendjivar. It's a free kick back to Honduras. Quick passing again from Mexico. And that clearance, just trying to get it outside the box. Fortunately for Alvarez, came right off his hand. Trying to win the second ball. Alvarez couldn't keep it. And now it's Vega. Vega under pressure. Vega trying to find a way out. Good pressure from Andy Nahar. And Honduras now can look forward. Quick ball infield for Arboleda. Honduras is going to have to find some sort of foothold in this game. They defend like they did a year ago for that long. You don't like their chances, although they did hold out until 90+11 when Edson Alvarez ended up scoring the second goal for Mexico. Hard the throw-in down the line for Justin Arboleda. Arboleda trying to turn the corner. He's upended. It's a foul and a free kick to Honduras. And these are the moments Los Catrachos will look to take advantage of. Jesus Orozco committing the infraction. It's a free kick on the way for Honduras. Couple of options standing over this. One of those, Luis Palma. It's Rodriguez to deliver. Puts it back post. The header flicked away, and Honduras have a throw-in. Honduras and Mexico have not drawn any of the last 7 matches, but Honduras also has not won in Mexico since 2013. That was 2014 World Cup qualifiers. They don't need to win tonight. A draw or a 1-0 loss will do, as they lead 2-0 on aggregate coming into the evening. Here's Nahar under some pressure. Nahar forced to play it over the top. Rodriguez making the run. And Gallardo sees it out of play for a throw-in. Played over the top. This will run through for Mendjivar. it forward, trying to win a second ball. Loose in the middle, Arboleda for Rodriguez. Rodriguez pushed away. Malagon at full stretch. First look at goal tonight for Honduras. Now Romo looking to play out. Flicked around the corner by Jimenez. Referee wags his fingers to say no foul and play on. Trying to keep it in play, nothing doing. This game all about intensity here early on, and Davy Flores wins it back. Flores looking to feed Luis Palma, will take him to the end line and out of play. A good strike there from Rodriguez. The 25-year-old already 37 caps for Honduras under his belt. He plays domestically in Honduras for Olimpia. Now the crossfire in, Vega! Couldn't contort his body to get that on target. It looks like Honduras has at least stemmed the early tide from Mexico. You know Mexico are ready to come right back at them, and here they come. Gutierrez down the line, Huescas back for Gutierrez and broke it up. Now Alvarez sends it out of play. And Vega just overrunning this cross. And it was a free header, and he got there on time. Javier Aguirre, the head coach for Mexico, talked about the conditions, saying the conditions are the same for both teams in terms of rain, because it is in the forecast tonight, the altitude, the pitch. But he did say the thing that isn't the same for both teams is the support from the fans, and he expects the fan support to be significant tonight for Mexico. It is a great atmosphere tonight at Estadio NemesioDiez. Just under 30,000 can fit inside Estadio NemesioDiez. Pretty much just a fraction of Estadio Azteca, just 66 kilometers from here in Mexico City. A much more intimate atmosphere tonight as this is flicked ahead. And it's too far out of play. Jorge Alvarez was making the run forward. The altitude that Javier Aguirre was talking about, it's roughly 8,750 feet. That's 2,670 meters above sea level. One of the highest altitude stadiums in North America. Especially if this game goes 120 minutes, that will become a factor. Huescas clips it up, back post, Gallardo's there, he misses, and the header by Romo's out of play. Another great chance for El Tri. And again, what Javier Aguirre was talking about. He said, we need to finish those chances. He said this week, in between the two games, training has been about being meticulous about the details. He said, we made a few errors in that first leg that cost us dearly. He said, overall, it was an even match. But those details were crucial. Palma around the corner. The whistle comes, free kick, and a yellow card is out. Rodrigo Huescas looks to be the guilty party. Huescas along with Montes. It does appear actually Montes was the one to commit the infraction there. That's an important yellow card too, an important player, one of the three players that stayed in the starting lineup from the first leg. Montes has his name taken. Vega floating it forward, but out of play. And Mexico can start again. No surprise to see them out on the front foot. Already 9 shots, 3 of them on target, 80% possession. A foul against Justin Arboleda, taking down Carlos Rodriguez. Montez through the lines. Another header away. Montez again to collect for Mexico, and they're looking forward with Gutierrez. Trying to float this over the top. Played into the corner. Nahar got a touch to it. Gallardo helps to keep it in play. And now the whistle comes. The referee trying to play advantage. It wasn't coming. So it's a set piece on the way for Mexico. Now the free kick, punched away by Mendjivar. Gutierrez, there's Vega, and Vega, very well done. We'll see this out of play. Well, in terms of what the Nations League Finals seeding could look like, right now Canada and the United States on 6 points. Canada just edges out the United States in terms of the first spot, 6 points and a +4 goal difference. The United States, 6 points and a +3 goal difference. Panama are now the third team in at 4 points and +1. If Honduras advances with a draw, they will slot in just above Panama and face the United States. If Honduras win tonight, then it could change the arithmetic in terms of who finishes in what spot. Right through lines, Romo. And taken away. Rosales. Josef Rosales. Still coming forward. Still Rosales. Deflected shot. An easy take for Luis Malagon. And rolled forward for Vega. Rodriguez, quick passing, Romo. There's Nahar to get it away. Not a ton in this game so far for Raul Jimenez. Alexis Vega, Jesus Gallardo with a few of the best chances so far. It's an Alvarez hitting the post off a fingertip deflection from Endrick Mendjivar. That came in the first minute. And now advantage being played. Kervin Arriaga. A foul and a yellow card will go to Carlos Rodriguez. There were 2 fouls. Drew Fisher, the referee, looked to try to play advantage initially. He did. That was the foul by Edson Alvarez. Could that be seen as a yellow card infraction as well? do know is Rodriguez into the book. Still a player down for Honduras. Long free kick just put straight out of play. Mexico can look upfield again. Orozco looking to connect with Gallardo and broken up. Here's Arboleda trying to charge forward and mount some sort of attacking presence tonight for Honduras. He goes down. Drew Fisher says no foul. Rodriguez. Rodrigo Huescas looking infield. Romo lets it run through, trying to connect with Jimenez. Now it's Jorge Alvarez. Maybe Flores touched out wide. Still Arbaleda's down. The ball put out of play. This will force a stoppage in play. This was the challenge on Arboleda. Ball was won, but there was also plenty of Arboleda that was connected with as well. Ronaldo Rueda in conversation with Andy Najar. Rueda in his second stint in charge of Los Catrachos was the manager in 2010 when he led Honduras to the World Cup. They were bounced in the group stage in that year in South Africa. Rueda, the 67-year-old Colombian manager. 2 stints as the head coach of Colombia as well. Rodriguez looking over the top, headed away. Throwing for Montes. Broken up again. That was Luis Vega stepping in for Honduras. Past the half-hour mark, Mexico looking for something to go their way here. Romo lays it off. Cutting it infield is Gutierrez. Ran out of space. Collected by Orozco. And now Jesus Gallardo deflected out of play for another Mexico corner kick. The 4th corner of this game. Vega delivers towards the penalty spot, headed away from distance. Deflected out. Throw in Mexico. Rodriguez again looking infield. Broken up, and now Luis Palma looking to move it back the other way. He tumbles out of play. No whistle, play on. Alvarez. And here's Montes. Rodrigo Huescas. Alvarez, we already know he can shoot from distance. Jimenez trying to touch it infield. Rodriguez collects again for El Tri. Lifted cross in. Here's Gallardo. Gallardo cuts it back and it's put out of play. Daniel Maldonado from his backside. A tremendous defensive play after colliding with his teammate Andy Najar. It's served right back in, and the header away. Luis Palma is fouled by Alexis Gutierrez. And a chance for Honduras just to take a breath. Last year, Mexico had a goal just before halftime. They scored in the 43rd minute. Remember, it was Honduras going down to 10 men as well a year ago in extra time after the man who just made that play, Daniel Maldonado, was sent off in the 115th minute. Huescas looking for Jimenez. Able to bring it down, but nothing more. Arriaga for Menjivar and away. Arboleda physical there with Montes. And a whistle against Arboleda. Gutierrez serves it out wide for Huescas. Romo. Edson Alvarez. Now Alvarez looking infield again for Jimenez. Out of the way by Najar. Honduras out once again. Alvarez, his path forward was cut off. There's a touch for Luis Malagon, who hasn't been tested too much. Just one shot on target out of 2 shots total for Honduras through 35 minutes. Huescas gets end line, cross, chested out of play by Palma. Corner kick, Mexico. The 11 total shots for Mexico, just 3 of them on target. And all 3 have been spectacular saves from Edric Menjivar. Towards the near post, a diving header away by Jorge Alvarez. Huescas down the line, another chance to cross. Arboleda the header. Arriaga moves it out. Orozco. Quick passing here, Vega lays it off, Alvarez puts it wide! Oh, from that sort of distance, you expect Alvarez to put this one on target. They had that window, and it's just wide of that post. All 30,000 inside Estadio NemesioDiez, expecting the net to ripple on that shot, but it stays at 0-0. For Javier Aguirre, you have to like the chances your team is creating, but you have to put some shots on target. As we mentioned, just 3 now of 12 shots on target. Raul Jimenez gets it back and keeps going. Jimenez slips. Jimenez was fouled. Mexico wanted to go quick. Drew Fisher just had to wait for the whistle. Carlos Rodriguez stands over it, chipping it forward. The header away by Vega. Josef Rosales. Rodriguez and Huescas. Romo looking to return it out wide for Huescas, who turns it infield. Huescas, there was some contact there. It's out for a corner kick. And nothing more from Drew Fisher. Rosales and Huescas battling there. Another corner kick for Alexis Vega to stand over. Outswinging ball towards the penalty spot. Arriaga to head it away. Alvarez trying to lead the charge now. Palma. Alvarez again, the switch of play. Gallardo wins it back for Mexico. Alvarez delivers out wide. Raul Jimenez. Jimenez rolling the cross in, bouncing out of play. Mexico shot out of a cannon in this game. All of the intensity, all of the pressure, all of the chances. An early shot from Edson Alvarez, deflecting off the crossbar. A brilliant save from Edric Menjivar in goal for Honduras. The chances have kept coming, but still no goals. And still Honduras leads 2-0 on aggregate. Rosales steps in to break it up. Arboleda on the turn. Again, looking for a whistle. It never came. Orozco. Still Orozco. Looking infield, drives it across. There it is! Raul Jimenez scores for Mexico. Game on! Mexico finally able to break through, and just before halftime, it had been coming all night long for Mexico. Great job coming forward by the center back, Jesus Orozco. And Vega just losing Jimenez at the back post. Menivar not able to get across quick enough. And Mexico's number 9 on the board again. Goal number 36 in his Mexico career. He's now scored in each of the last 2 windows for Mexico. Scored a goal against the United States in the friendly in October. As the flag is up for offside here against Honduras. This is all turning out very similarly to what we saw a year ago. Honduras leading 2-0 coming into leg 2. Mexico scored last year in the 43rd minute. Today, they score in the 42nd minute. The second goal was 90 plus 11. We have to wait a little bit longer if it's really going to be deja vu. It's all lining up well for Mexico. The chances have been there, and it looks like will continue to come. Vega helps it along. More quick passing, it's laid off. The extra touch, Romo for Gallardo. Back for Romo. Romo finds space. His cross, though, is broken up. Davy Flores. Rolled forward again, shot from distance, this time wide. Alexis Vega, one of the most dangerous players on the field tonight for Mexico. Just laying that one off. Honduras trying to find something in this game. Just 2 shots, 18% possession. Everything going Mexico's way so far. Driven across and too far out of play. 2 minutes of stoppage time to close out the first half. Honduras still in front. 2-1 on aggregate. Remember, if we finish at 2-0 in favor of Mexico tonight, it's 30 minutes of extra time. A foul and a free kick, this right in front of the Honduras bench. Another look at the goal. Orozco finding himself in an attacking position. That ball on a rope to the back post. Connecting right with Raul Jimenez. They just had to redirect that. There was enough power on it to beat Menivar in goal. And all that hard work, not necessarily undone by Honduras, but it puts them in a little bit more of a difficult spot now. And a yellow card is given here for time wasting. Ball floated forward. Honduras trying to win the second ball. Flores. A dive there by Palma and nothing doing. Out of play. A yellow card going to Andy Nahar for Honduras. Vega. Rodriguez moves it ahead for Romo. And now Raul Jimenez. And bring it onto his foot cleanly. Huescas keeps it. Jimenez again. One last chance in this first half. Alvarez. Delivered out wide. Another chance to cross. Head of the way. And Drew Fisher brings this first half to a close. All Mexico from the opening whistle until the first half's final whistle. One goal in between. It comes from Raul Jimenez, who cuts their aggregate deficit in half. We have reached the break from Toluca. Mexico leads it 1-0 on the night, but Honduras still holding the advantage on aggregate by 2-1. Gearing up for the second 45 minutes of action tonight, and maybe more from Estadio NemesioDiez here in Toluca, Mexico. Concacaf Nations League quarterfinal, second leg, Honduras and Mexico. And right now, Honduras leading 2-1 on aggregate. But on the night, it is Mexico leading this game by 1-0. All the chances in that first 45 minutes coming for the team that has yet to take the field for this second half in Mexico. But here they come inside of this raucous Estadio NemesioDiez tonight here in Toluca, 66 kilometers from Estadio Azteca in Mexico City. But an important second half on the way for both Honduras and Mexico. Honduras trying to qualify for their second ever Concacaf Nations League semi-final. They qualified in the first edition of Nations League, and they ended up getting third place after losing out to the United States in the semi-finals. This Mexico team, they have never missed out on the semi-finals in Nations League. They've also never won Nations League. The United States has won it all 3 times, including the United States beating Mexico back in March in Arlington, Texas. This not only is a qualification into the Nations League finals, but it's also official qualification in a Gold Cup next year. And a substitution at the break. It's the end of the day for Luis Palma, and fresh legs up top. It is the 27-year-old Juan Carlos Obregon Jr., who currently plays in the United States in the 3rd division for the Charlotte Independents in USL League One. Now there is the whistle. We are underway for 45 more minutes at least tonight from Toluca. Mexico winning possession right back. Details are all too similar to last year. Honduras coming into the second leg with a 2-0 advantage. Mexico getting a goal just before halftime like they did a year ago. If it's really going to stay similar, it'll be a stoppage time equalizer on aggregate for Mexico. Long way between now and then, and more space to exploit. It's Romo, the square ball, the shot, it's over the bar. That ball bouncing up on Alexis Vega. Romo trying to cut that one back. Maybe waited just a touch or two too long. And there is Obregon Jr. Just his second cap for Honduras. Comes in a massive spot here tonight. The first cap for Obregon Jr. came back in September. It was 9 minutes in the 4-0 win against Trinidad and Tobago. The stakes, the atmosphere, a little bit different here tonight. Andy Nahar trying to move down the right and play it ahead. Flag up for offside. Edwin Rodriguez left just too early. Never got himself into an onside position. Romo trying to move it ahead, nothing on. And here's Justin Arboleda. Alvarez turns it back. Honduras trying to keep some semblance of possession. Nahar fouled. Remember, Javier Aguirre, manager for Mexico, made 8 changes coming in to the second leg. Raul Jimenez, Cesar Montes, Edson Alvarez. The only 3 holdovers from the first leg last week. in San Pedro Sula. Lifting the cross in, header away by Maldonado. Good battle in there between Vega and Maldonado, trying to defend Raul Jimenez tonight, though he did shake free of Luis Vega in the first half to find that opener for El Tri. Played down the line again. Gutierrez. His cross back post. Whoa! Raul Jimenez. Almost something spectacular. What a chance for Raul Jimenez. That would have taken the roof off of Estadio NemesioDiez here in Toluca. To have the wherewithal to set yourself up and even miss by just that much. What an opportunity. And there will be more for Mexico. There's no doubt about that. Huescas. Throw in Mexico. It's taken quickly. Alvarez for Huescas, and now Gutierrez. He'll deliver again. It's floated up, knotted down. Alexis Vega for Romo. It was off of Jimenez. Threat not gone. Alvarez. Now Huescas. Out of the way by Davy Flores. Huescas for Rodriguez. 5 minutes into the second half, and Mexico picking up right where they left off. Chance to hit from distance, and Vega sends it out of play. The chances are flying again. Romo just couldn't shake free of his own teammate. And another look at this connection. Oh boy, that would have been one of the goals of Nations League, no doubt. One of the goals of the year in Concacaf. Another free kick for El Tri. It was Alvarez who scored that crucial goal a year ago to get that quarterfinal into extra time. Remember, it was 38 shots. Right now, 17 for Mexico. Here's Gutierrez, deflected, and back for Mendjibar. Over the top. Arboleda trying to put some pressure on. That's some pressure, all right. It's a foul. Through the middle, south feet of Raul Jimenez moves it out wide. Rodriguez turns it back. Vega. again gets the return ball. Here's Obregon Jr. Chested down. Challenge put in. Free kick. Josef Rosales was fouled. And it's Edson Alvarez who is still down. Another look at this challenge. Taking out the legs there of Josef Rosales, and then there was a little bit of something after. I think that's why players on the Mexico bench were up on the touchline. Remember, everything is looked at. Edwin Juricevic is tonight's VAR. Facing up, here's Luis Romo, under pressure from Arriaga. Alvarez couldn't keep possession for Honduras. Here's Alvarez driving forward again. Huescas. Mexico will keep possession. Referee content to let it go on. Rodriguez for Huescas. Trying to just chip it into the path of Luis Romo, who didn't make the run and cleared away. Huescas again. His cross deflected. Romo scampers over to keep the ball for Mexico. Huescas, his delivery blocked. And eventually out of play for a corner kick. There was a yellow card given to Josef Rosales for that at the end of the play, and there is it officially from Drew Fisher. The 24-year-old who plays for Minnesota United in Major League Soccer in the United States is into the book. Vega delivers, heads go up. Flores, the header clear. Vega whips it in. Return to sender. Vega right back on it. Huescas lifts it up, and Hivar punches away. Vega tried to keep it. Arriaga trying to dribble out. Arriaga went down. No whistle. Back in for Huescas, just too far out in front. Flores. Shoulder to shoulder with Alvarez. Edwin Rodriguez. And a yellow card is out for Raul Jimenez. The goal scorer for Mexico into the book. Arboleda wins the initial header. Mexico scrambling to get back in possession. Arboleda, and there was a whistle back behind the play. Free kick for Honduras. It was Flores who was fouled. Jimenez has to be careful now on that yellow card. That was the no call, as Arriaga forced to get right back to his feet. This one lifted in, and a whistle before the ball even arrived. Huescas moves it ahead. Gutierrez likes it on that left foot. He'll get it there. The cross flicked away. Flores lunging in. All sent airborne, and Arriaga nods it forward. Rodriguez chasing after it. Gallardo wins it for Mexico. And it's moved down the line. Vega, shoulder to shoulder there with Nahar. Nahar back to his feet. Another chance to cross. And taken by Mendjivar. Rosales gets it back in play. Header to come in fields. Rosales battling. Alvarez turns it back and will look to keep possession. Davy Flores. A foul against Raul Jimenez. Jimenez has to be careful on a yellow card. Mexico cannot afford to go down a man. Alvarez can look upfield. Mexico sprung forward again. The switch of play looking for Jimenez off his chest. Jimenez cuts it back. Jimenez lays it off. Huescas wide. Oh my, Raul Jimenez sat a Honduras player on the grass. Sent him sliding by, but Huescas could not put it on target. Jimenez doing all the hard work there. Huescas on his weaker left foot. Mexico on the move again. And here is Jimenez. Runners in the middle. Behind both of them and headed away. Looking to play this right through the middle. Alvarez, the long run. Alvarez, how about that challenge? Jesus Orozco. One of those young players, Orozco, tasked with getting a start tonight. Had the assist on the goal for Mexico. Look at that. Potential goal-saving challenge by Jesus Orozco. And Mexico right back at it. Hit through the lines, Romo. Jimenez touched away. Almost every black shirt now back defending. And for good reason. Here's Flores. Arboleda trying to hold play up. Turns it over. Gutierrez. Here's Gallardo. Saved. And Ivar there again to deny the Mexico captain. And Mexico over 20 shots and subs on the way here momentarily. Out of play, and now chance for those subs to check in. Henry Martin, Cesar Huerta, and Jorge Sanchez are all preparing to come on. A triple change here for Javier Aguirre and Mexico. Carlos Rodriguez coming off the field. So is Rodrigo Huescas. And so is the debutant Alexis Gutierrez. Sanchez will be a like-for-like change on the back line for Huescas. As for Martin and Huerta, fresh legs in the attack. 32-year-old Henry Martin, 45 caps, 4 goals. 9 goals for Mexico. Cesar Huerta, 13 caps, 3 goals in his international career. Over the top. And bouncing straight out of play. Out wide for Sanchez. Runners in the middle. And it's taken by Mendjivar. Martin was making that run towards the near post. Still more attacking options on the bench for Javier Aguirre, should he need them. The likes of Orbelin Pineda, Diego Lainez, Julian Quiñones. A few of those players starting in the first leg last week. Heavy first touch. Vega trying to get back into the play, and maybe something on here for Honduras. Rodriguez bursting forward. Arboleda's in the middle. This is saved, and the rebound is pushed away. Rodriguez went in by himself. Arboleda was running free through the middle. The angle always so difficult from there, but Malagón, he pushed it right back into the middle. And Najar, who was running with him, was taken off the ball. What a chance for Honduras. A goal for Honduras, and it would mean Mexico would need 4. Played towards the top of the area. Chance to reset. Now Alvarez. The header for Arriaga is out of play. Substitution for a sub. And it's going to be Christopher Melendez. He will enter for Jorge Alvarez. Second sub of the night for Renato Rueda and Honduras. Rolling it in, quick passing, looking for Cesar Huerta. Sanchez trying to keep it, and he wins it back. Gallardo. Move down the line, Gallardo! Was there a touch on it? Referee says yes, and a corner kick. No doubt, a touch on that one. And another corner kick for Alexis Vega in Mexico. Out-swinging ball, header down! It was a free header and wide. Nobody around Cesar Montes, and he could not put it on target. "20 minutes to go. Mexico looking for a goal that would equalize this aggregate tie. And it's not for a lack of trying for Mexico. All the chances in this game going the way of El Tri. 21 shots. Here's Sanchez to cut it back. Broken up before it got to Jimenez. Huerta looking infield. Huerta deflected cross. And the slice clearance out for a corner kick. Corner number 9 of this game for El Tri. Crowd trying to do their part. Aguirre talked about the atmosphere. He knew it would be raucous tonight. Here's the service, flicked across, turned in! Henry Martin scores for Mexico! It's level on aggregate! The substitute, Martin, flicked along at the near post by Jimenez. Martin lunging in, puts it in the roof of the net. Exactly what Mexico needed, and they are level. And still 18 minutes to go. Mexico might just try to do this in regulation. Honduras now all of a sudden trying to hold on. Aggregate is completely tied, 2-2. If this stands, we would play 30 more minutes, going to extra time. Jimenez rolled forward, Sanchez. A foul here against Sanchez. And the crowd has really come to life now. 10th international goal in the career of Henry Martin in his 46th cap. And right now, Drew Fisher, there is some sort of confrontation. Oh no. We saw the ugly scene in Friday in San Pedro Sula. Something being thrown onto the field and hitting head coach Javier Aguirre. He was bleeding from his head. And there is some sort of situation here on the near touchline that Drew Fisher has needed to stop play. Here is that goal again. Martin turning it in. Martin, who has been with Club America since 2017, scored 114 goals for club, now has scored 10 goals for country. Something has happened on this near touchline, near where the Honduras players appear to be warming up. It looks like everything is being sorted. And it is a free kick to put it back in play here for Honduras. And then Hivar will send it away. Headed forward, Malagon comes to claim it. Played over the top and out of play, nothing doing. Stoppage for another sub. Mexico has made 3, Honduras has made 2, and they'll make another one here. Justin Arboleda, his night is complete. Just the second cap in Arboleda's career, and 2 subs entering. It will be Rubilio Castillo and Jose Pinto. Obregon looks like we'll be coming off as well. So Obregon only goes about 30 minutes. And fresh legs up top in Castillo and Pinto. And our subs 3 and 4 for Honduras. They can make 1 more sub in regulation and 1 more window. Here's Jose Pinto. Rodriguez on the switch of play. Nahar making the long run forward. He won't catch up to it. It's out of play. Right now, everything level. Mexico have reversed the scoreline from the first leg. Mexico looking for more. Montes overhits the cross, out of play. Mexico worked so hard to get back into this and get those crucial 2 goals. I'm sure they would like to avoid extra time, if at all possible. Extra time could lead to penalties, and in penalties, it's anybody's guess as to who could progress. A foul there as Jose Pinto is brought down. 27-year-old earning his 14th cap tonight. Plays for Olympia. For Abilio Castillo, the other sub who just came on, the 32-year-old, his 36th cap, 7 goals. He plays for the other big club in Honduras, Motagua. Here's Huerta. Jimenez fouled. Free kick to El Tri. Vega delivers out wide. Jorge Sanchez. Vega, and the header away by Melendez. Romo for Gallardo. Gallardo cuts it in. Gallardo trying to keep it still. Nahar looking for a way out. Melendez. 10 minutes to go for Mexico as they look in field again. Here's Cesar Huerta. Huerta lifts it wide. Huerta's become a big playmaker, a youngster, 23 years old for Pumas. Looking in behind, Gallardo making the run, Gallardo squares it, Sanchez missed it! What an opportunity for Mexico to grab the advantage on aggregate. Gallardo put it right across, and it just bounced up on Sanchez. Just had to redirect it towards goal. There was even another teammate in the 6-yard box. What a miss for Mexico. And it's at that point for Mexico where it feels like they know they're going to get chance after chance, but you also can't be wasteful with those opportunities. Can't take those chances for granted. That was a very good chance for Mexico. Flores fouled. Fans enjoying themselves, but that was You could see a projectile thrown by a fan just behind those fans who were trying to enjoy themselves tonight. And it looked like that's what hit one of the Honduras players or support staff on the near touchline. And after what happened last week in San Pedro Sula, not what you want to see here tonight. Foul will go the way of Honduras. Final 6 minutes, plus whatever stoppage time is left. Right now, we'd be going to an extra 30 minutes. Sanchez down the line, Huerta's cross, too tall. Gallardo collects on the far side. Vega, he wanted to, he pulls it back. It's Sanchez! Mexico leads! He missed the point-blank chance just a few minutes ago, but he made no mistakes on this one. It looks like he's just kept on side by Vega, brilliantly off his chest. Found space and made no mistakes. It's his second international goal, and it comes at a massive moment for Mexico. Javier Aguirre, the manager, pushing all of the right buttons tonight. 2 of his subs scoring goals. The goal stands, and Honduras must score if they want any chance of advancing now. It had been coming all night for Mexico. What does Honduras have at their disposal from an attacking sense? They've only had 4 shots tonight, 2 on target, 1 corner kick. And now Mexico just trying to manage this game. They don't need to be in any hurry. If Honduras scores, Mexico would have to score again. Foul against Romo, free kick to Honduras. And what this would set up in the first round of the semifinals, if this stands, would be Canada against Mexico and the United States against Panama. Those are some intriguing games, but we have still some time to get there as Nahar sends this out of play. Just such a well-taken goal by Jorge Sanchez, and who plays for Cruz Azul. Went for power, and it beat Menjivar. And Javier Aguirre saying, There's no need to throw anything. Just celebrate amongst yourselves. And it's a head-scratching moment for Honduras. It's happened again. That's the end of the night for Raul Jimenez. Checking in, Luis Chavez. Dinamo Moscow man. A midfielder coming on for a forward. More defensive play here by Javier Aguirre. Deflected cross is headed away. On the turn, there's a foul right at midfield. Renato Rueda can make one more sub as we enter the 90th minute. Rodriguez looking for something to try to get it infield. Rodriguez keeps it. Serves the cross in. Malagón right back to his feet. Pushing and shoving with Rubilio Castillo. Malagón did not appreciate that. Malagón, who gets the start here tonight. It was Memo Ochoa who started in the first leg. And now it's still Rodriguez and Malagón, and there's Maldonado coming in. And now things getting a little bit more feisty. If you're Mexico now, there's no reason for any of this. If you're wearing a Mexico shirt, you don't want to be suspended for anything in the future. And the same goes for Honduras, because they're going to go into the Gold Cup qualification. They still want to be playing this summer in the biggest tournament Concacaf has to offer. And a lot now for Drew Fisher to sort out. Edwin Juricevich as well, as we are into stoppage time. We still don't have a number of how much longer we're playing. I assume there will be some sort of discipline handed out here. I think he'd like to talk to the two captains, Drew Fisher would. Maldonado, one of the bigger pushes, or at least chest bumps there. So Malagón will get a yellow card. I believe Maldonado will as well. Rubilio Castillo into the book. And now the word on stoppage time. Well, first, the substitution. We'll see Jorge Benguche come on for Davy Flores. Final sub of the night, Benguche, who started in the first leg. 28-year-old who plays for Olympia. It is 6 minutes. And that is starting from right now, so we should get close to 99 minutes here. Appeared there was another sub readying for Mexico. Another look at this chance, and looked like Castillo was offside. He was just trying to contest for the ball, but Malagon had come out to claim it and took exception to that challenge. And the substitution, Orbelin Pineda is on for Alexis Vega, who gets a nice ovation from the crowd in his home stadium for his club team, Toluca. There's Maldonado to get it away. A foul here, free kick Mexico. And this is just outside the area. Another look at it here. Martin. Oh, that was very, very close. And I assume this will be looked at. Where was the contact? It looked to be in the area. Arriaga lunging in. It appears this has been changed to a penalty. Oh, a chance now for Mexico to really seal this. And who is it going to be? Henry Martin already with the goal tonight. He might be setting up for it, and that's who it will be. Martin looking for a brace to really put this one away. He earned the foul, and now he'll have a chance to make it 4-0 for El Tri. Henry Martin sizes it up. Martin scores! And Mexico is cruising into the Nations League Finals. No need for extra time or penalties this time around. Mexico take care of it in 90. Power and placement, it was perfectly done by Henry Martin. Sending Menjivar the wrong way. Menjivar made some big saves early, but it has been all Mexico in this second 45 minutes. And again, the extracurriculars off the fields. And somebody has been given a red card on the bench for Honduras. Looks to be one of the assistant coaches who has some words as he departs. Mexico get the job done. Coming in trailing 2-0 on aggregate. It's 4-0 in this second leg. Honduras are eliminated from Nations League. Mexico are off to the semifinals. 1 goal before the break, 3 after halftime. And what a night it was for Mexico. Non-stop pressure, and they are the deserved winners tonight. They will join Panama, the United States, and Canada in Inglewood, California in the March window for the nation. Full-time highlights tonight from Toluca, Mexico, and Estadio NemesioDiez. Concacaf Nations League quarterfinal, second leg between Mexico and Honduras. Mexico coming in, having to make up some ground, and they wasted no time trying to get back into it. Honduras led 2-0 on aggregate entering this second leg, and from the get-go, it was Mexico on the front foot tonight, wasting no time trying to get things going. There would be just a few chances in this game for Honduras, but it was all about Mexico and what they were able to do from an attacking sense. In the first half, Honduras putting up some strong defensive plays. This one, the captain, Daniel Maldonado, but eventually it would be broken by Raul Jimenez, the assist from the young center back, Orozco. And Mexico able to get one back through that first 45 minutes, and they turn to their number 9, Raul Jimenez. And we went to the half, it was 2-1 in favor of Mexico, or pardon me, of Honduras, but 1-0 on the night to Mexico. And then second half, Raul Jimenez putting this one over the bar. A spectacular effort on the assist there from Alexis Gutierrez, but nothing doing on the finish there from Jimenez. There still would be more chances. Jimenez cutting it in field. Huescas just putting that chance wide. What a chance it would have been to get this thing back on level terms on aggregate. There still would be moments, and this was probably the best moment of the game for Honduras. If they score that goal, things get really interesting for Mexico, because they would have needed to score a few more goals. Eventually, though, the substitute, Henry Martin, coming off the bench, was not part of the squad in the first leg, but he was very much a part of it tonight. Gets the equalizing goal to make it 2-2 on aggregate. And then Jorge Sanchez, what a miss at the back post. The substitute trying to take the lead for Mexico, but he would get his moment again right here off his chest and then fired home. What a moment for Jorge Sanchez, coming off the bench and scoring what turned out to be the winner on aggregate to take Mexico through to the semifinals. And then a little bit later on, there would still be one more moment. Henry Martin was fouled. It was originally ruled a free kick. Drew Fisher would hear from his VAR that it would be a penalty. A point to the spot, and Henry Martin delivers again. A brace on the night for Martin. And Mexico cruise to a big win tonight in Toluca. A great atmosphere at a stadium they don't play at a ton. And it turned out to be fruitful for El Tri, as they are off to the Nations League semifinals with a 4-2 aggregate win over Honduras. The stats tonight, it was all Mexico. Possession, shots on target, you name it. Mexico was in control of this game. Honduras, they go out once again in this quarterfinal stage. They will play Gold Cup qualifiers coming up in March. That will do it for our coverage tonight from Toluca. For our entire crew, I'm Josh Eastern saying so long. Mexico advances 4-2 on aggregate.